Scar is back. And so is Frolova. And so is everybody else. The Wuthering Waves version 2.7 Livestream covers the finale of Rinascita, and it looks insane. So here's everything we can expect. Towards the end of the stream's countdown, there was a pretty fun little everyone is here moment, as all the characters we know from the Rinascita arc show up to face off against Galbrina. But that's not all. The PV very prominently features Scar and Frolova, so this won't be the last we hear of the Fraxidus. But let's talk about the brand new resonators. Galbrina is a 5-star fusion resonator who wields dual pistols. And I have to say, she is a walking Devil May Cry reference. She's able to strap guns to different parts of her body in battle, leading to some kind of insane animations. When her forte gauge is full, she can use an enhanced resonance skill, transforming her body. Her beautiful weapons, Lux and Umbra, are, of course, also a Devil May Cry reference. Wuthering Waves may not have been the game that got the DMC collab, but hey, at least we have Galbrina. And then there's Choyan, who can be seen messily drinking his mystery drink during his pull animation. As many people guessed, he was born blind, and instead he sees the world through mind sight, described as a bamboo grove in his mind. That drink you saw him drinking actually amplifies his mind sight, or maybe that's just the excuse he uses to be a messy drunk. Choyan is a 5-star arrow sword wielder, and his 5-star weapon, Emerald Sentence, suits him down to the ground. His animations are inky, and they feature a lot of bamboo, because you're seeing what he's seeing. Moving on, we've also got some new areas and new echoes. In the Sanguis Plateaus, we can enter the Three Heroes Crest, and our final showdown will be in the Journeying Paradise. A new area usually means a new Sonata set, and we can obtain Flamewing's Shadow from a brand new Nightmare Nest. I think we're going to need a better way of getting between each Nightmare Nest at this rate. Now for the banners. In the first half, we have Galbrina and Lupa, and their weapons. And in the second half of the patch, we have Choyan and Zani, and their weapons. As for events, the big one is a top-down roguelite event called Lament Recon Solaris Soldier. It's giving Vampire Survivors. But by doing this roguelite, you can get a cool icon and a sigil. Then there's a pretty in-depth photography event. Your goal is to capture the exact shot that you're told to. And in order to help with this, the game will play animations in really slow motion so you can get your perfect shot. Once you're done with the event, a free mode lets you take photos however you'd like. It would be really cool if we could do this slow motion at will all the time. Maybe this is the testing ground for such a thing. A new tactical hologram, Lioness of Glory, joins the lineup, and there's a bunch more events too. The usual stuff. And now for my favorite section, the optimizations. The Resonator Ascension Planner will be added to the game. You can find it in the menu, and it grants personalized plans for resonators. Upgrade materials are listed with quick access to find missing materials. It'll even recommend weapons and echo builds. Most excitingly, it'll provide previews for future resonator builds to allow you to prepare for them. In the gallery, there's a new category, Enemies. A shortcut is added to the data modify on echo menus, making it quicker to modify echo stats. A new feature called Journey Log allows you to view all main quests, reviewing everything that's happened. And as a bonus, it'll also incorporate major side quests into this log. A really convenient new feature is that most menus in the game will now have an overworld button that lets you get right back to the overworld with a single click. The event menu has also been upgraded. Events are now divided into these easy-to-see tabs: featured, recurring, and permanent. Finally, an easy way to scroll down to Tower and Whimpering Wastes. And after completing the 2.7 main story, you get a new terminal to equip to Rover. I'd like to see this feature expanded to Beyond Rover, but you know, it's kinda cool that we can take a memento with us like that. Somehow there's still more. The weapon display has been optimized, and now, for example, you can see a scabbard along with the main sword weapon. Environmental interactions have been upgraded for more characters. So now you can see the way certain characters' resonance liberations and other attacks will push leaves around and other things like that. Really, this feature is just for flexing how good the game looks, and I'm impressed, so I guess it works. The global filter that lets you change how the game looks at all times will now be available across all platforms, so you can make the game as pretty as you want. And finally, an eye comfort mode is being added. You can customize the temperature, brightness, and more. And there are presets for bright light and low light. In merch news, there's going to be Moondrop earbuds with built-in voice lines, but we'll hear more about that later. The very first Wuthering Waves art book is in development, and there's going to be this beautiful Yuno figure. In addition, there's going to be a coffee shop-themed collab for merch, one of those offline pop-up events. Wuthering Waves version 2.7 releases October 9th, and while there's no bonus clips at the very end of the stream, we at least get to see Choyen at the end getting white boy wasted. But speaking of that cool Yuno figure, if you want to see more of Yuno and figure out why she's so beloved, you'll have to check out this video.